While it is always important to gather new leads as a business, your digital marketing strategy should have a few components in place for advertising to existing customers. There is no doubt that growing your consumer base can help a business grow, but it would be remiss for entrepreneurs to ignore that selling to an existing customer is over 5 times easier than gaining a new one. Marketing attempts to existing customers also have a 60 to 70% chance of selling, compared to the roughly 5 to 20% it takes to sell to new ones. The only thing these numbers mean is that improving customer loyalty is something to which you need to devote time, energy, and resources. One of the best ways to do this is through social media marketing. Social media marketing is just one of the new waves in advertising brought by the digital age, but it certainly is among the most important. The beauty of these platforms is that they have provided an avenue for closer interaction and communication with your target audience and consumer base. From direct communication to the production of meaningful content, there is no end to the possible strategies you could come up with to connect with customers better. While social media marketing offers a world of opportunities, coming up with the right marketing strategies can be daunting to the uninitiated. To help you manage the ins and outs of this groundbreaking marketing practice, we have created this list of essential strategies, tactics, and guidelines to generate consumer loyalty to your brand. With no further ado, here they are. 1. Respond. This, perhaps, is among the most important guidelines to remember. Certainly, the age of social media has allowed brands to make closer connections with their customers, but this does come with a caveat. The average person now expects a promptly delivered response. Whether a person replies to a brand's tweets or directly messages their page on Facebook, it is essential to reply as swiftly as possible. Statistics have shown that 72% of millennials and Zoomers would be more loyal to a brand that responded to them. The opposite is also true. 15% of users will unfollow a brand's page on Twitter if they don't reply fast enough. Social media is more than just another outlet to release your promotional materials, it is a communication platform that should be treated as such. 2. Showcase user-generated content. User-generated content (UGC) is a term that refers to photos, videos, and other content that consumers create using a brand's products or materials. More often than not, UGC is a sign that your customers are satisfied with a product or service. What better way to vindicate your customers' satisfaction than to acknowledge it in your social media accounts? One way to create UGC is by creating branded hashtags for them to use. Hashtags serve a twofold purpose of generating user engagement with your brand and making UGC much easier to find. The more you share UGC, the more you'll encourage consumers to interact and publicly display loyalty to your brand. Just make sure to obtain express permission from users and content creators before sharing or reposting their work. 3. Highlight positive reviews and feedback. Few things are as satisfying as positive customer reviews. While it should go without saying that you should respond to these reviews, you can take this a step further by highlighting them on your website and social media. Customers often feel distant from the brands they give their money to, but highlighting positive reviews can remedy this. Asking for reviews is a perfectly acceptable practice. Not only is it good for your reputation, but it is also a great way to improve your offerings. 4. Reply to negative reviews and feedback. Negative feedback does not always have to be bad for business, it can be an opportunity to improve your products and services. Feedback is a valuable resource. By listening to it, you can change the minds of those who have a negative opinion about your business. It also reminds your existing customers that you value their input and are continually working to improve the experience for everyone involved. 5. Put your values in the spotlight. Now more than ever, customers value the integrity of a brand. It is no longer enough to provide the right products or services, though it certainly does help. Consumers of the modern age now prefer to support brands with which they share values. In some cases, it is the prime consideration when making purchases. Try to voice support for causes that are near and dear to your business. Better yet, you could also actively participate in events and charitable endeavors that support these causes. Doing so could endear you to your customers even more, driving loyalty. The alleviation of poverty, helping with homelessness, forwarding equality, and reducing pollution are just some of the causes you can openly support. 6. Collaborate with influencers. Influencer culture has recreated social media marketing in many ways. Individuals such as these have established themselves as reliable sources of information in the community. By utilizing this position, you could sow loyalty in your existing customers. An influencer will essentially lend their credibility to your brand, incentivizing your customer base to support your brand in the future. The amazing thing about influencer culture is that they come in all shapes and sizes. Whatever industry you might cater to, there is likely a figurehead on social media who has built up enough credibility to serve as a guiding light to possible and existing customers. 7. Use custom audiences and retargeting. Retargeting is the endeavor of exposing a specific audience to ads and promotional materials that are tailored to consider their previous involvement with your brand. That means you have to have a different set of promotional materials and content for consumers who have already converted or made a purchase. Using custom audiences on your website, you could determine what types of ads your customers see on your social media. In a less technical sense, you could also provide meaningful content to your existing customers. It could be about ways they might not think to use your product, techniques for better optimization of your services, and so on. Final thoughts. The landscape of social media marketing can be unforgiving, but maintaining good relations with your customers through social media is not something you can just ignore. It is key to ensuring that your customer base feels appreciated and heard. If you need the help of the best digital marketing company to boost consumer loyalty, give us at Relentless Digital a call. We provide free consultations and audits for businesses who want to dominate the competition with our powerful digital marketing tools. Visit www.relentless-digital.org to claim your free marketing video audit.